said informality is the new normality. Needing more ethics, less aesthetics. What we need is a new vocabulary. They schooled us in the art of unwavering beauty form, presented us a glittering pantheon, said, see that? Conform. They appointed us as experts, the new arbitrators of design, saw cities as personal canvases. Go brand your skyline. But informality is the new normality. I said informality is the new normality. Needing more ethics and less aesthetics. Because we're talking in circles and squares, losing focus from what matters everywhere. We're afraid of the work, avoiding the stairs. We know that ignoring reality makes the world unfair. Gotta put people first and design to share. The structure is nothing if the social don't care. Cities of architects using wood, metal and stone. They grow and take time, be incremental. But make no mistake, it's human development. Architecture is a guiding force for meditation. Build the infrastructure for urban integration. Because informality is the new normality. I said informality is the new normality. More ethics, less aesthetics. What we need is a new vocabulary. What was ever normal? What is ever formal? Is the top-down planners getting hormonal? The architect and the politician dictating terms, drawing Haussmannian lines, columns and berms. Typologies of Roman, Greek and Spanish tradition. A city grid subdividing space into submission. They freeze their politics and capital across the land. But the markets give people the invisible backhand. Suburban sprawl crawling and falling apart at the seams. It seems to me that formal isn't what they told me. Formal is a system operating at half capacity, denying the role of improvisation tenacity. Next to formal, informal is a big opposite. That would be unformal, lacking any spatial wit. Informal describes the process of being in formation. A form of mutation, a gyration, a finding of foundation. Our formal cities are not inherently astray. They are finding themselves looking for another way. Places of investment, opportunity and survival sense. As Yona Friedman says, improvisation is the root of all intelligence. Because informality is the new normality. I said informality is the new normality. More ethics, less aesthetics. What we need is a new vocabulary. The new normality, normality, normality. Informality, everyone. Informality. Athens is burning for ideas, 101 ideas. This is the Reactivate Athens project. As an initiative born of crisis, as a creative tool, but energized by the political of this ancient city to realize a 21st century vision. So how does it feel to see the country of your birth burning on TV? The incendiary notes and scents of petrol, bombs, and tear gas. A 50-year-old kid killed, not another. Today's crisis makes me feel like an alien watching the kids of migrant workers marching in the streets from whatever part. New arrivals, but 2 generations of Athenians still pacing a dead-end street. Today I'm reminded of the same scenes I once witnessed, firsthand in Caracas. Migrants, barrios, dwellers, angry, cascading down the hills, into the valleys. It's 1989. I'm the product of discontent. I don't want to be a look back in anger generation. So today I'm reminded of all the comparisons I read in the papers. The open veins of slash burn globalized urbanity. Athens, Albanians. Athens, Pakistanis. Athens, Congolese. Back in Caracas, I saw the best of my generation destroyed by madness, by starving, hysterical, naked, no work, dragging themselves into the streets at dawn, looking for an angry fix. Angel headed hipster, burning from the ancient heavenly connection. To the dynamo in the machinery of night. Just because I don't speak the language doesn't mean I don't understand. Just because I don't speak the language doesn't mean I don't understand. The twist in the script is written on the back of my hand. Don't open the door because we're here, UTT. Open the door because you read the messages on the wall. Wake up. Wake up, they say. There's a turn. Turn, turn, turn. Nothing to fear. Turn the pages of the book. There's an army starting to march. Just because I can't speak the language, I can still understand the threat. I'm speaking of those who, poverty and tatters, keep them up all night. Hollow-eyed, smoking supernatural, darkness in cold water flats across the top of Athens. I'm speaking to those who bared their brains to heaven under the tenement roofs illuminated. Those who pass through universities with radiant, cool eyes, hallucinating Plato and Euripides, like tragedy. Among the scholars of war, I'm talking to those who were expelled from academies for crazy and for publishing obscene odes in the windows of the city. Those who got busted in public functions because the state is broke. Those with dreams and drugs and walking nightmares, alcohol, brothels, and endless balls, incomparable to life in the globalized Zurich. I'm talking of the blind streets, shuddering clouds, lightening up your mind, leaping towards the poles of intelligence, illuminating all motionless world of time between Socrates and Costa Gavras. We've drunk the wine over rooftops, storefronts to be activated. Boroughs, districts of neon, blinkering brothel lights, ash can rantings, and kind people. Light up your mind. A lost battalion of platonic conversationalists. Students jumping down from stoops all over the city, shouting out at the moon over the Acropolis. Whole intellects disgorged in total denial in 7 hills of Athens for 7 days and nights. We can rebuild this city. Let's wander around and around at midnight together. Wondering where to go. Where's the train? When will it arrive? So the train kept waiting. It went, leaving broken hearts. Who thought we were only mad? Who howled? Thanks to Alan. On their knees. Who distributed super communistic, super fascistic pamphlets in the square, who therefore demanded for a change. Forget ideologies. Get back to work. you, Tassos. I'm with you, Yorgos. I'm with you, Olu. I'm with you, Maria. I'm with you, Lina. I'm with you, Athens. There are thousands of mad comrades, friends, businessmen, all together, politicians, singing the final stanzas. Let's bang on the piano of the soul. Over soul, our soul is innocent and moral, and it should never die. Ungodly in the madhouse, but what's really going on? What's really going on? The greatest single impression which Greece makes upon me is that it is human-sized. It's a human-sized world. Now that it's true in other cities of Europe, but they don't convey this impression exactly. There's a difference profound. Greece is the home of the gods. They may have died, but their presence still makes itself felt. The Acropolis towers over us. The gods were of human proportion, like architecture of the Parthenon. They were created out of the human spirit. In other European countries, as elsewhere in the Western world, there's a link between human and divine, but that link is broken. The skepticism, the paralysis produced by this schism, by this broken line, is the very nature of the problem, man and woman, and provides us a clue to the inevitable destruction of our present-day civilization, especially as represented here in Athens now. If we cease to be human and believe that one day we will become gods, then we will surely become worms. Much has been said about the new order of life, destined to rise out of Chinese or American continents. The present way of life in America, or on the extreme Chinese, represent is doomed. As surely of that of Europe, no nation in earth can possibly give birth to a new order of life, a worldview, until we understand that we're human. The reactivation is trying to give birth to a city forum, a neutral platform for all to discuss, to constitute the new region. Sign up. Governance is a form of architecture. Architecture gives form to governance. We have learned through the bitter mistakes that all people of the earth are vitally connected, but we have not made use of that knowledge in an intelligent way. We have seen 2 world wars and maybe more, and there will be hope of peace in the city, but not until the old order is shattered, because it doesn't work. The world must become small again, intimate, as the old Greek world, as Athens was in its neighborhoods, small enough to include everybody. Break down governance to local levels, something Switzerland understands. Direct democracy on apps. Every vote counts, until the very last man, woman, is included. Athens will not have a common vision. But my instincts tell me that nothing short of that will ever satisfy society. Until we become fully human and learn to conduct ourselves as a member of this earth and society, we will continue to create gods that will destroy us. The tragedy of Greece lies not in the destruction of a great culture, but in the abortion of a great vision. We say erroneously that Greeks humanized the gods. It's just the contrary. The gods humanized the Greeks. The gods humanized the Greeks. We forget it's our enchantment with myth. That myth is born out of reality and fundamentally no different than any other form of creation. Athens today is creating myths. Perhaps not aware of it. But in this myth, there's no place for the gods. Whatever God you choose to be, whatever God you choose to love, it's only a struggle of power. So take this road with me, take this highway to a new vision, take this place tonight as a gesture of common ground. We are not building an abstract, dehumanized world out of ashes of illusory fiction. We are proving to ourselves that the universe is full and that a taste is possible of some kind of human world, which is justified by our own logic. We are determined to succeed. So join us and become a part of your great city.